Good morning, everybody. It is meteorologist H my forecast, guys. Hope you guys are all enjoying your morning. And I actually overslept a ton, so guys, I do apologize for having this video out a lot later than I expected. I'm gonna have I'm planning on having two videos later this afternoon. I don't know if I can have my January forecast out today, guys. I do apologize. I'll try my best, but it might have to come out tomorrow. Again, I just overslept a ton and I did not realize this. But again, I'm gonna at least try to have at least a video out this afternoon around maybe around 5 o'clock. And then if I had to, I have one coming around 7. But yeah, this is going to be another video on Winter Storm Gage, guys. And it's going to continue to bring in a ton of snowfall throughout these areas into the northeast. Going to continue to bring in just a ton of threats. Still, we're going to have a lot of ice. And we're going to be seeing blizzard conditions still in the New England area. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. I do daily weather forecasts, and also be sure to share the channel with 20 friends and family that you think are in the way of the system. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So we're quickly going to be looking at the National Weather Service right here again. So right here we do actually have a couple winter storm advisories still in effect throughout areas near Grand Rapids and even near Muskegon and Lansing, Michigan. We're still going to be seeing a ton of snow, or not a ton of snow. We're still going to be seeing a couple snow showers that could be heavy at times later later in the next couple of hours. And even South Bend, Indiana will be seeing a couple snow showers with pretty big bands that are affecting the northeast as well. We also do have a couple winter storm advisories right areas near Buffalo, New York, Erie, Pennsylvania, a little bit of Cleveland, so areas off Early Lake area are going to be seeing a lot of lake effect snow with the system as well. And then we're even going to be seeing windstorm warnings throughout the New England area, as we're going to be seeing potentially blizzard conditions later within the next couple of hours. So we're going to be looking at how many power outages we actually have. So in Wisconsin we have 900. In actually Minnesota only 852. But we actually have 13,000 out from Michigan, 270 out from Indiana, up to 9,000 out in Ohio, 1,000 out in Pennsylvania, and up to 3,000 out in Maine, and 7,000 out in New York, guys. So we're seeing a ton of power outages throughout these areas. It's just going to bring a mess throughout the northeast, and again, it's just going to bring just a ton of power outages. Not to mention, we're also going to be seeing a ton of travel issues with the huge ice threats later this afternoon. We're just going to be seeing a ton of sleet and ice. It's definitely going to cause slick roads, going to possibly shut down a couple highways, and it's already caused a couple power outages throughout areas all the way to like Ohio and West Virginia, but not as widespread. But again, within the next 2 hours, we're going to be seeing incredibly heavy snow coming out here into the South Bend area, and even to areas near Fort Wayne can be getting some very heavy snow within the next hour or two. Going to start seeing some light snow coming into Detroit, and still going to be seeing a snow band out here, and again near the western coast of Michigan. And going to start seeing this snow really getting a lot heavier. Going to get areas near Toronto, and going to start coming across Lake Erie. And within the next 5 hours, we're going to just see a complete blizzard conditions for Cleveland, Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, and start seeing some very heavy snow or some lighter snow coming near Fort Wayne, Columbus, Indianapolis, maybe even Bern, Indiana, and even all the way to Rochester. We'll start seeing that snow within the next couple hours. As we get the next 12 hours, it kind of does go away, though. We're going to be seeing just a couple bands, scattered bands for Buffalo, Erie, a couple snow showers near Pittsburgh, and even all the way to Charleston, West Virginia. We could be seeing a couple bands from the system still to come and affect the northeast, and all the way by the next 24 hours, we're still going to be seeing some showers out here that could cause a bit more accumulation from again, lake effect snow. So that's going to cause a lot of threats here. As we look in the next 2 hours in the northeast, in the New England area, we're going to be seeing just incredibly heavy snowfall, possibly seeing blizzard conditions near Augusta, areas near Bangor. We're going to be seeing blizzard conditions as well as Caribou. Again, it's going to be very, very widespread throughout Maine. In the next 5 hours, we're going to be seeing complete blizzard conditions throughout areas in Maine. Just going to bring just a huge, huge mess. Again, we're starting that snow arriving into the area off Lake Erie, and going to start affecting all the way to Niagara Falls. And then within the next 12 hours, we're going to still continue to see this very heavy snow near Caribou, but it will start to calm down, though. But other than that, we're going to be seeing the snow intensifying a little bit near upstate New York, but again, not going to be super widespread. We could have a couple bands that go through State College, and then all the way to the next 24 hours, we're still going to be seeing some snow coming in here near northwestern Maine. Going to see some more snow showers near upstate New York, and even near Burlington, Vermont. Just continue to see a ton of snow. And then within the 29 hours, we're still going to be seeing a little bit of lake effect snow all the way in upstate New York. So now we're going to be looking at the NAM 3KM model really quickly on basically what we're going to be seeing within the next couple hours as well. So in the next hour, we're going to be seeing some ice threats throughout areas in southern Maine. We're going to be seeing very heavy sleet and even freezing rain. It's definitely going to cause a lot of issues. Temperatures will be low enough for actually to cause issues as snow falls as well. Again, also going to be seeing that snow really picking up out here into western Maine. It's just going to really get very messy out here. It's just going to bring just a ton of threats. And then within the next 4 hours, that's when it really gets a lot worse, and start seeing these blizzard conditions just getting a lot worse. Again, travel issues, again, people who have to go to work. It's just going to be really bad in the early afternoon. And within the next 10 hours, it's going to continue to bring some snow out here close to midnight, close to New Year's. We're still going to be seeing blizzard conditions in areas near Concord, New Hampshire, Caribou, Maine, Augusta, Maine. And then within the next 12 hours or 13 hours, it's going to be 12:30 a.m. We're going to be seeing the snow just getting a lot worse. Going to possibly see a snowy New Year's in Detroit, a snowy New Year's in South Bend, Toledo, Cleveland. All you guys can be seeing a snowy New Year's. Maybe even Toronto can be seeing a snowy New Year's. There's going to be a ton of threats. Within the next 17 hours, we're going to be seeing complete whiteout conditions for Caribou, Maine. Bangor, Maine to get more of an ice threat later within the next 17 hours. Start to see the snow kind of getting a lot worse near Buffalo, Erie, Pennsylvania. Start seeing some flurries within Columbus and even Pittsburgh. And start seeing this side or the outburst of this really going to start feeling it. And that was the next 24 hours or 26 hours. We're going to see some snow showers coming in areas near north central West Virginia. Going to start seeing some heavy snow for Burlington, but again, not going to be very widespread. Continue to see some light to moderate snow for Caribou. Shouldn't really add that much accumulation really to add, and it should be out. So now we're going to be looking at the snowfall totals, and this is actually a bit different. Looks like we're going to be seeing up to 2 to 4 inches for Cleveland, Ohio, up to half a foot of snowfall still for areas near Muskegon, Michigan, up to around 2 inches for South Bend, up to 2 to 3 inches near Detroit, up to 2 to 3 inches for Toronto. So this is definitely cause a lot of threats. Up to around 6 to 7 inches just a couple miles south of Erie, Pennsylvania. Buffalo around 4 inches. Even Pittsburgh can get up to 2 inches of snowfall really. Up to a good amount of snowfall here into north upstate New York can be seen up to around 1.5 feet here, guys. It's definitely going to cause a lot of threats with travel issues. We're just going to have these bands just continue to come from the lake effect, just going to continue to come. So it's definitely going to cause a lot of threats. And yeah, just up to 18 inches of snowfall. Again, this is going to be a couple miles northeast of Rochester. For areas on the other side of upstate New York, we could be seeing up to 4 to maybe up to a foot of snowfall. And then let's say Burlington's still going to have around 3 inches left to come. And then Concord, New Hampshire is still going to have around 6 inches to come as well. And then look at this, we're seeing around 2 feet scattered throughout areas into north central New Hampshire. So it's definitely going to cause a lot of threats. Up to around 3 inches near Augusta, Maine. Augusta, Maine is going to get around 7 inches. Portland going to get around 5 inches possibly. Bangor going to get around 7 to 9 inches. Caribou around a foot basically. And then just into north central Maine, we're going to be seeing the complete whiteout conditions. We could be seeing up to 24 inches of snowfall. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And bye, guys. I really don't think I'm going to have my winter forecast out later because it's just going to be really messy after really 4:30 with all this New Year's stuff. I'm visiting like 2 houses. So, again, I'll try my best. But I'm for sure going to have another video out. But, again, don't depend on the winter or on the January forecast today. Again, I do apologize. Bye, guys.